Tut, 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 tut. Can we let's have a moment? Okay, it's just us girls talking. Okay, and maybe a guy or two. Okay, I guess I'm a little confused. What is up with all of these religious leaders or religion loving people who want to go and say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, that's not right, that's not what the man would want. Also saying we got to have Bibles in school. Yes, praise the Lord. Even though there's supposed to be a separation between church and state as well, and we're not also supposed to be putting this into public schools. Not unless you're at like a private school, okay? But you're like, oh, everyone gonna get it. I guess I'm a little confused how you can have someone that preaches all this and everyone's like, yes, yes, honey, yes, I'm 100% with him. But then you're over here watching, how should I phrase this? The prawns, having your phone screen, it was teleprompted up so everyone can see it. It was projected up so everyone can see it. I guess I'm a little confused. So we're over here talking about, oh, the kids save the kids. Oh, what the Lord was saying, what you supposed to do. But then, during meetings, professional gatherings, professional collectiveness of ideas, you're over here watching some adult content, huh? And you're talking about Bible this and Bible that and bringing it into schools and all. But you're watching this and you want everybody in the room to watch it too, clearly, because it was projected so that everyone can see it. Can we stop this? So this is where I'm at with all this. You know, I'm not, anyone who knows me knows I don't do all that, okay? So to me, I'm just like, it's time after time after time. That's equivalent to the person who got a tattoo of a cross on their forehead, who has, you know, the cross necklace, who got the little dangles and the ring that says Lord's and all this other stuff. But then you turn around and just be sinning left and right. It reminds me of Ozark, right? Because they were Catholics in there. And Crime Boss goes and offs a guy. Goes and offs a person. I think it was the attorney at this point, but whatever. Goes and offs a person, goes to the priest, and then gets in that little room and says, I'm sorry, I've sinned. And then the priest is like, yeah, you're good. Everything has been relinquished from you and you're good to go now. He's like, good. So you could just keep offering people every day, and as long as you go there and say, well, I'm sorry, then it's good. Where's the actual change? You know, I go and see this. You over here criticizing left and right. Oh, I got this opinion over here. Oh, I got this opinion over here. People need to live their lives like this, like this, like this. Seems like y'all are highly critical of everybody but yourself. Uh-oh. I guess I'm a little confused. You over here watching the videos, the seductiveness, the sensation, and this is something I never understood too. How are you out here watching these videos in public? Don't you feel like some kind of way? It's supposed to entice some level of feeling. Unless you watch it so much, you're like kind of numb to it. Okay, so I guess I'm just a little confused. Y'all just watching these videos, and none of y'all are like, maybe we shouldn't be just watching these videos. And then you're going to preach about the Bibles being in school. We're going to go ahead and look at some videos of your boy, not my boy, but your boy. Okay, we're going to go and watch some videos of him and just overall some other people's reactions. Let's get into it.
An ethics investigation into State Superintendent Ryan Walters will now head to a courtroom, while another ethics investigation will be settled out of court. Fox 25's Paige Taylor joins us live from the state capitol, where the Ethics Commission just wrapped up their hearing a few hours ago. What's the latest, Paige?
Well, Wendy, these complaints stem from potential campaign fund violations from Walters' 2022 run to become state superintendent and posts he made on his social media regarding the 2024 presidential election. Now, back in October, the Ethics Commission authorized an investigation into alleged campaign finance rule violations. The Ethics Commission had voted to subpoena Walters for campaign records, but his attorneys argued that a settlement that had been reached between Walters and the commission in March of 2024 took care of the commission's concerns and need for the campaign records. But the lawyer for the commission said that settlement only dealt with campaign reports that were filed late or not at all. The commission voted today to pursue prosecution in district court for this case. A separate complaint made to the commission revolved around posts Walters made to his social media accounts relating to the 2024 presidential election and his support for then candidate Donald Trump. Ethics rules bar people like Walters from using their state official social media accounts to advocate for the election or defeat of a certain candidate. The commission voted today to approve a proposed settlement for these issues.
For too long in this country, we've seen the radical left attack individuals' religious liberty in our schools. We've also seen patriotism mocked and hatred for this country pushed by woke teachers' unions.
A bombshell headline from the Oklahoman Friday. Oklahoma State School Board members claiming they saw images of naked women playing on a TV inside State Superintendent Ryan Walters' office during Thursday's State School Board meeting. Board members Ryan Dethridge and Becky Carson telling the Oklahoman it all happened during the closed session portion of the meeting while a family was appealing a school transfer denial before Walters and the board. As the family talked, Dethridge and Carson say they looked up and saw those nude images playing on a TV mounted on a wall directly behind Walters.
Another one bites the dust. This guy right here, Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's top school official, was caught watching adult content during a government meeting. You cannot make this stuff up. Folks, Ryan Walters is Oklahoma's superintendent of schools. He is a hardcore MAGA Republican, what do you know? He's made a few headlines for some pretty unsavory things like the rest of his colleagues. Attacking LGBTQI students, ignoring gun violence, and, pushing the Bible on everyone's children. But now he's reportedly been caught watching adult content in his office during an executive meeting. What is going on? This is the same man preaching about family values and controlling what your kids learn. Yikes. And this is who they want to run for governor? Oh my God. Oklahoma is cooked.
I try, not to be like all doom and gloom here on my page. When there's good news, I try to talk about good news. When something bad happens to Donald Trump, I try to cover that. One of my favorite things to talk about, because, there's everything going on in D.C., but the states are the laboratories of democracy. That's right. I've been hearing that since I was a kid. And the states is where all the crazy perverts are. Oh, yes. And we got another one. This week. Oklahoma, the state school superintendent, he loves Donald Trump. He has demanded that every classroom for state schools, K through 12, have a Bible in it. And I think Oklahoma even allocated like $3 million to buy Trump Bibles for their classrooms because it's always about the grift. I think he's one of the guys who also demanded that his name's Ryan Walters, and he just looks like an evangelical douche. I think he's one of the guys who demanded that the Ten Commandments be also displayed in every single classroom. Well, it appears that he got in some trouble over a Zoom meeting. And apparently he's on a Zoom meeting, and on a TV screen behind him or to the side, visible by other people on the Zoom meeting, was like some late 70s, like full bush porn on the screen of this devout evangelical Christian who is ramming Jesus down the throats of your school children in Oklahoma. 2 Oklahoma Board of Education members said that Ryan Walters was not apologetic after a video of naked women played in his office during a state meeting. An investigation is underway after a television screen. I'm reading this from Rolling Stone. An investigation is underway in Oklahoma after a television screen in the MAGA state school superintendent's office reportedly showed a video of nude women during an executive session of the State Board of Education on Thursday. The images reportedly appeared on a screen in the office of Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's far-right superintendent of public instruction. Public instruction? I mean, it was full bush. Walters previously told schools to teach the Bible and 10 Commandments, demanded that students watch him pray for Donald Trump, and named transphobe Chaya Reichik, who runs Libs of TikTok, to a state education committee. He also tried to use state money to purchase Bibles for classrooms that matched the specifics of those marketed by the president and his family. As you might expect, Walters has led a crusade against pornography in school libraries. 2 members of the Oklahoma Board of Education said they were shocked at what they saw on the screen on Thursday. I was like, those are naked women. Board member Becky Carson told the Oklahoman. And then I was like, wait a minute. Those aren't naked. Surely those aren't naked women. Something is just playing a trick on my eyes. That was the full bush. Maybe they just have on tan bodysuits. This is just really bizarre. I saw them just walking across the screen and I was like, nope. I'm sorry I even have to use this language, but I'm like, those are her nipples. And then I'm like, that's pubic hair. What in the world am I watching? I didn't watch a second longer. She was interested. She was very interested. And then suddenly she lost all interest. I was so disturbed by it that I was like very loudly and boastfully, like I was a parent or a teacher, I said, what is on your TV? What am I watching? He was like, what? What are you talking about? He stood up and saw it. He acknowledged that he saw it. And I said, turn it off. And he was like, what is this? What is this? So he acknowledged it was inappropriate just by those words. And he was like, I can't get it to turn off. I can't figure how to turn it off. And I said, get it turned off. So finally he got off. Finally he got it turned off, and that was the end of it. He didn't address it. He didn't apologize, and nothing was said. So the uber Jesus MAGA evangelical, super judgy, and he's also just super judgy, conservative superintendent for the entire state education program is rubbing it out in his office, watching full bush porn. Did he even check? Because when you log into Zoom for a Zoom meeting, when you click on, like, there's a Zoom notification on your calendar, and you click on it, and it says join Zoom, and you click yes. And before you join the meeting, and this is one of the most crucial program benefits of Zoom, Zoom will pop up on your screen, but the only thing that pops up is what your camera sees of you and your background, so that you can scope out how you look, you can scope out your background, you can make sure you didn't leave any gigantic sex toy on the bookcase behind you. Presumably, you would also be able to check and see whether or not you had any late 70s full bush porn going on a TV screen behind you. And see, that's where Superintendent Ryan Walters went wrong. I think he just skipped that screen and went right ahead to join the meeting. Yeah. So Carson and another board member, Ryan Detheridge, said the video looked very retro, but did not appear to depict any sexual intercourse. I don't know if he turned it off or switched the channel. I don't remember, said Ryan Detheridge. I was surprised that when he came back on the table, he was not apologetic. I didn't ever hear an apology for that being on, and he didn't seem to be fazed by what was going on. So another member of the Republican State Senate, Lonnie Paxton, said this is a bizarre and troubling situation that raises serious questions about the events of what took place during yesterday's executive session during the Oklahoma State School Board of Education meeting. The accounts made public by board members paint a strange and unsettling scene that demands clarity and transparency. Yes, it's strange and unsettling that an overtly, loudly, and very controlling evangelical white man behind closed doors watches full bush porn, because nothing like that has ever happened before in the United States of America. This is the very first time that a straight, white, Christian, evangelical, MAGA man has been caught being a pervert. It's never happened before. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun story and would be a nice little palate cleanser for all of us today on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. And always check your Zoom background before you join that Zoom call.